Hello, this is SRJ26 here with another Blue Vanilla tutorial. This is the first in the Blue Vanilla 2 series, and we will be showing off how to install Blue Vanilla 2. This is on a Macintosh, so your mileage may vary, but the first thing you do is you go to srjdesign.com/minecraft/install.html, and you go to install. If you go to the top level, either way, you want to get here to your current version. And you're going to click on the Blue Vanilla 2.1.zip link. It is for Minecraft 164. And you download that to somewhere where you can find it. So here we've got our Blue Vanilla 2.1 zip. On the Macintosh, you actually open it up and you have to move the files in manually. On a PC, you should be able to use WinRAR or 7-zip or something like that. There are tutorials out there, so do a little research. It's not that hard. It's probably easier than on a Mac, to be perfectly honest. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our Minecraft versions folder, and that's going to be in your %appdata% folder on a PC or in your application support folder on a Mac. So your versions, you're going to take 164, the folder itself, and you're going to duplicate it. So there we go, I've got 164 copy, and I'm going to actually call it BV21, and then I'm going to take that and I'm going to copy that and I'm going to place it all over the place. I'm going to put it there for our JSON file, and in the JSON file, this is very important, I'm going to put it in here as the ID and close that up, and I'm going to use it for the jar. Everything's got to have the same matching name. And the jar I'm now going to take and I'm going to name it as a zip, because on a Mac I've actually got to drop the stuff into the archive and then I've got to re-zip it. On a PC, again, you should be able to get away with doing it the easy way. So here are all of our files. I'm going to sort of drop them over here and replace, and that should let me now have everything available. But one important thing, I've got to take that meta.inf folder and I can take that and just toss it in the trash, because that is going to keep it from running if I leave it in there. Now I just want to compress it and take that archive.zip folder, bring it back up to the top level, and that is going to have to be renamed as the .jar. So now I've got a matching jar to my JSON file, and I can go into my launcher. That JSON file allows this folder to get found and to register and show up in my Minecraft launcher, so I can choose it. But the first thing I got to do in my Minecraft launcher is make a new profile. So I'm going to actually just paste that same string 164bv21 in here, and there we go. We've got 164bv21 available there as well. I'm going to save that profile and I'm going to select it over here before I try to play, and I should be able to go into Blue Vanilla now. The easy way to know if you're in Blue Vanilla is simply start up a world, and we can, it doesn't matter what kind, we'll go creative I guess, and in your chat you will immediately see a string that will be in blue, and it will tell you where your assets are loaded from, and you can immediately start playing. So that is that. There you go. Blue Vanilla assets provided from srjdesign.com, blah, blah, blah. So we are playing Blue Vanilla. It worked. Quickly, you get a little icing on the cake here. I'm going to show you one important thing before we're done. There's a new button, Blue Vanilla. The Blue Vanilla button does a bunch of things. The first thing you'll see is a browse up top. You can actually specify your assets URL. Use it. Use the default one for now. We will be having other ones show up. Blue Beacons was a test asset location I did for a tutorial for 1.0, and it still works, so you can go play around in there if you want to. That has safe houses with beacons that you can find, so you can wander around and there are safe houses everywhere. And we will have game mode, all kinds of cool stuff over the coming months that are planned, but I won't tell you about those yet. The next thing to know is placement notifications. Right now it's set to none. You got structures and we've got mobs. And if I were you, I would leave it on none, because you'll be surprised. You don't want to ruin the fun. The next button is features. You got all, vanilla, no new mobs, only mobs, poverty, which means it cuts down on the diamond blocks and the super loot you can get, and back to all. And I would leave it on all if I were you. The next one is scatter. Scatter has normal, sparse, very dense, and dense. And again, I'd leave it on normal. If you increase or decrease the scatter distances, it means things will show up more often or less often. So if you're one of those people that just does not want the fun of an adventure and exploring and wandering around, then yeah, sure, set it to dense. I think it's ruining the fun though. I think it's all about the journey, but it's up to you. And the last one is ad blocking. We have a logo in our asset library and hope to add more as well if we ever get any other big name celebrities to try out Blue Vanilla. We may challenge them to go find something, and maybe we'll put their logo in too. And any logos that are big and sort of big giant pixel art things will go under the ad blocking. So if you don't want to see giant logos, then put it on. Otherwise, put it off. Either way is fine with us. But having those logos is a way of thanking people who have put effort into helping us promote Blue Vanilla. So we'd like you to leave them on, but it's up to you. And there's the defaults button in case you can't remember what the defaults were. And that is the new Blue Vanilla single player options. Multiplayer options are configured on the server. And that is it for the quickie install video and new features. Thank you for watching, and I hope you play Blue Vanilla. And if you do, let us know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.